up, YouTube? Spike Robert here. I just want to say this. If you're sensitive to topics like rape and sexual assault, then I recommend you don't watch this video because it's going to get really bad in here. Now, I made a video on Rebecca Starlight back in 2024. But if you think that Ryan Starlight is a different person than Rebecca Starlight, you're transphobic. It's the same fucking person. Now, I'm making this video because I found out that this person recently said and did some things that are arguably worse than what I mentioned he did in that video. I mean, I was pretty harsh on him in that video, but in this video, I'm going to fucking tear him apart so bad that even his mother won't recognize him. Because let's face it, it doesn't matter what gender Ryan identifies with. He's just a rotten person to his core. And this time, more obviously so. In the original video, I painted him off as a dumb jerk. But now that I know what he did this time, I think he's just straight up psychologically damaged. So here's what he did since I made that video. He basically wrote a whole document and talked about some girl. I'm not going to tell you guys her name because I don't want to start a debate and make people harass her and shit. Besides, his sentiment pretty much applies to every woman. So he went on a tirade about how it's all women's fault if they don't report a rape. I'm just going to quote what he said word for word. I don't give a fuck. You need to hear what he said. Let's talk about accusations. When someone commits a crime, you need to report it. Otherwise, you will go to prison. And I don't just mean small crimes, those apparently don't count, seeing someone jaywalk, but big crimes like sex crimes need to be reported. Let me be clear, if a crime occurs and you don't report it immediately and wait years and years on end after the fact, you're just as bad as the abuser. No, I will not take that back. I will never take that back. Oh, fuck you! I don't think I can put into words how fucking deplorable that statement is. Look, there are people who don't report assault and rape for a variety of reasons. Some of them may be afraid to do it. They may rely on the person for survival. They may not have enough evidence. Some even don't even realize what happened to them. And unfortunately, as much as I wish it wasn't the case, we do kind of live in a culture that actively discourages women from reporting rape. We have a lot of fucking rape apologists who downplay the act as not that bad, and even go so far as to blame them for the rape. Look at Hollywood. That is a gold mine of fucking rape apologists. I mean, considering the amount of people that defended Roman Polanski, you know, the guy who raped a 14-year-old. If the woman feels like it's their fault, that is another reason why they don't report rape. Also, like I said in a previous video, prostitutes outside of Nevada don't report rape because if they did, they would go to jail because the police would find out that they're doing an illegal business in every other state in the US. To sit there and insult them so fucking viciously is not going to give them any motivation to report it because you made it feel like it was their fault. God damn it, that is so fucked up. Also, what he said about, that you'll go to prison if you don't report the crime, that's not even true. Not reporting a crime is not a crime. Well, in most states. There is a duty to act law, but even then, that is a very rare law. Only about 5 states in the US actually have that law. And that's only for specific crimes. But what he said is generally not true. What is true is that you have a moral obligation to report a crime. There's a clear distinction between a legal act and a moral obligation. You may think that deep down he supports rape victims in some fucked up way, but as you can see with the next thing he did, that theory is total bullshit. So later, in the same document, mind you, he talked about how he masturbated in front of a girl without her knowledge or consent, and he was pissed at the fact that she had a problem with him masturbating to her, saying that she should be flattered by the fact and not only flattered by it, but he considered it a badge of honor. Okay, all bets are off. That is so fucking frightening. Both of these comments are some of the fucking worst displays of victim blaming that I've ever seen. You are a rotten bastard if you unironically believe this. Don't even fucking bother to try to tell me, well, this is his opinion. I don't give a goddamn shit if it's his opinion, because this is not an opinion. This is just the ramblings of a deplorable bastard who is vengeful at the world and has nothing left to lose. Ryan is basically saying, and Ryan's sitting there saying like, I've had people masturbate to me. That means they find me attractive and sexy, and I'm proud of it. Well, that's you. Not every woman is openly sexual like that. I won't deny that there are plenty of them that are, but there are plenty of them that aren't. Also, considering that masturbating is considered a non-penetrative sex act, masturbating in front of a girl without their consent can still be considered really rapey. It's not like the woman he's talking about was a jerkbait model. I wish to Odin that no one else shares the same sentiment as this cocksucker, because that is fucking evil. The only option is that he doesn't fucking care about rape, and he just wants to contribute to the fucking rape culture that the US is slowly turning into. This is fucking disgraceful. Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck you. But honestly, it is... But believe it or not, it gets so much goddamn worse from here. He did have a girlfriend. Honestly, I don't know how the fuck any woman would want to spend a minute around him, let alone be his girlfriend, but I digress. But he treated his girlfriend like absolute fucking garbage. She had a family that was abusive toward her, but her father was actually probably the only family member that wasn't abusive toward her. But her father died, and Ryan said that if her father was around today, that he would tell her to marry him 100%. That is just so egotistical. And if her father knew about any of the horrible shit that Ryan was doing, I think he actually would have told her to not marry her. Ryan also stated that the necklace that she wore was good luck. That sounds sweet until you realize that he said that her father would have died sooner if she wasn't wearing the necklace. It's even worse when you find out that his girlfriend has OCD and he knows that she has OCD. This is just manipulative. He also tried to encourage her to make revenge porn on the people that he hated. Oh, you dumb son of a bitch, deplorable cunt. Not only is that so fucking petty, that is actually illegal. So you're gonna put your girlfriend in jail if you do that. And that's not even half of the horrible shit that he's done to her. Honestly, the way that he treats her is... Hearing about all the things that he's done to her, it's just really upsetting. I feel sorry for that girl. Or I would have if it weren't for the fact that she agreed that she was going to leave him and not be with him ever again, only to do a 180 and join him in dissing another girl immediately after, and side with him again and in the text. Okay, I'm going to direct this to her now, toward her now. If someone is abusing you this badly, they are not worth caring about. They don't deserve to be a part of your life or anyone's life. Honestly, I was way too nice in the last video when I said that he should be put in prison for the rest of his life. He should be shot 1,000,000 times with a goddamn machine gun and have his corpse fall on a fucking landmine and then run over by a fucking Caterpillar tractor. And as for his girlfriend, she should just remain single for the rest of her life, because She clearly has horrible taste in men. Right. Yeah, I stopped taking left-wingers seriously when a bunch of far lefties started defending Cuties, a movie that's essentially child porn masquerading as art. And it has just gotten worse and worse from then, to the point where even some Democrats are starting to disavow their left-wing views. I bring this up because Ryan is very left-wing, and he's just further contributing to the fucking problem. Now let me calm down for a bit, because I don't want to come off as a hypocrite with all the sex-positive videos that I've made. There's nothing wrong with being sexual, or even openly sexual. However, I want to stress that you should make sure that you put respect and consent at the forefront of your mind. Because if you don't, then you will just go too far and end up like Ryan Starlight. I'm calling him out for his bullshit because it is a prime example of what happens if you don't value respect or consent. I know that the Mysterious Mr. Enter really hates this guy, but I fucking hate him too. And I hope he fucking dies soon. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. God damn it, he's horrible. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. If you like this video, then feel free to support me on X, support me on Patreon and Instagram. Yeah, just fuck this guy. That's all I can say. Pure evil. He is pure evil.